Now, plenty of awards get handed out at this time of the year, of course, but one of my favourites is the Nanny State Awards. They're affectionately known as the Nannies. Peter Kurti from the Centre for Independent Studies was the chief judge this year. He joins me now. Thanks for joining us, Peter. I'm just looking forward to talking through some of these. I want to start off with one nominee, if you like, that didn't get a prize but was an honourable mention, was the Peter organisation, the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, talking about farming out bits of their body when they die to make a political point.
We love Peter, and Christmas wouldn't be the same without some news from a stunt that's been perpetrated by Peter. That's right. This year, the network was concerned with making a protest about mulesing, and so one of the leaders of Peter was prepared to send a portion of her, or bequeath a portion of her derriere to the Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, to make the point about the mulesing of sheep. And we thought that did deserve an honourable mention. Yeah,
it would probably be pretty good, probably pretty marbled. She'd be grass-fed, for instance, I would have thought. But there was a Peter spokesperson in the UK who said she was going to send part of her neck to Prince Charles, or King Charles as he is now. Have a look. She explains that.
The other part of my neck will go to King Charles, or he's the same age as me, so it may be another monarch. But why to the king? Well, there is a loft, a pigeon loft, and they raise pigeons, which people think is a very benign activity. But actually, pigeons are wonderful, gentle little birds. They're excellent parents, and that's exploited in pigeon racing.
Yeah, Peter, what she forgot to explain was the connection to the neck. They got it out of her later. She says a lot of the pigeons who don't perform have their necks wrung. Therefore, the neck was going to go to King Charles.
I think the assumption that Peter makes is that any human use of animals is manipulative, it's bad and needs to be stopped, whereas in fact it ignores centuries and centuries of cooperation between animals and human beings, and that there are ethical issues that are raised by that, but it doesn't mean that every interaction between humans and animals is bad, and that's why we think that Peter deserves an honourable mention at our end of year festivities.
Absolutely. Let's go to your winner, though. The Nanny State Award of the Year, the Nanny of the Year, goes to a mob called Comms Declare. And this is for a campaign, if you can see here, they're campaigning to get rid of the advertising of utes and SUVs. They say that these are the time bombs of the climate, the time bombs of global warming, the vehicles we all love, the big utes and SUVs. How's their campaign going?
Well, we'll have to see, but we do see a pressure mounting against all kinds of vehicles or people using any kind of motorised transport to have any kind of fun whatsoever. And there's a concerted effort to put a stop to that. And while we do have a laugh every year, I mean, it's Christmas and we get our members together and they enjoy it, I should just point out that the reason we do this at the Centre for Independent Studies is we're worried about the way in which the state wants to stop us doing things, that are considered bad, wants us to do more of the good things, and there are plenty of other people like Comms Aware who just want to jump on the bandwagon and tell us what we can and can't do. And what it does is remove or try to diminish the individual's capacity to make a decision for him or herself about what is the right thing to do.
You are spot on. These are people who want to preach their own moral superiority by telling the rest of us what to do instead of just doing their own thing. And there's a classic example of that in your second prize. The runner-up for the Nanny this year was the federal government for banning vaping. Here's the Health Minister.
From the 1st of January, it will be illegal to import any disposable vape. From the 1st of March, it will be illegal to import and supply any vape that does not comply with TGA standards.
There you go, Peter. Get rid of vape, get rid of vaping, smoking, get rid of sugary drinks, get rid of alcohol. The only thing they want to push on us is heroin and cocaine.
And tobacco. Don't forget tobacco. That will come back into fashion when everything else becomes far too expensive.
Yeah, it is a shocker. Well, thanks for highlighting the madness that's going on in this world there, Peter. I appreciate it.